Suppose I want to correlate the entire case study with F2 area, F2, which we are studying in the morning time. In the morning, Tuesday, Friday, continuously we are studying F2. In management case study, the important areas generally, if we refer the past exam, non-current assets, all area, IS 16, then you can see IFRS 5, leasing, all non-current asset area. Taxation area, that is, we have not yet studied in our morning classes. Then we can say revenue recognition, very important area for case study. Then group accounting, subsidiary, parent, subsidiary, joint venture, associates. They love this area at all. And some financial instruments also. Somebody will say that, suppose I want to correlate a question with non-current assets, which we have already done up till now in our classes. Non-current assets हमने किया है. The company is incurring certain further expenditures in their warehouse. They are changing the assets. They want to make it automatize. That is, some of the staff they will be leaving and they are changing the refurbishment of the warehouse. Or maybe in their 120 stores they are doing some changes. These are the changes. These are the item. Can they be capitalized? One of the director of the company, one of the person of the company saying that they cannot be capitalized. Some another person is saying that can be capitalized. What is your view? Whether we can capitalize? If we can capitalize, then out of these items, which are the portions we can capitalize, which are the portions we can't? Along with that, they have added somebody saying that we can do revaluation of our assets. Can we do revaluation? Is it allowed? How we will be able to do the revaluation? How we will be able to account for that? With a scenario, with some write-ups, some figures, some analysis, and then they are asking question. Or maybe they have written in the entire pre-scene, most of our properties, 120 stores, our head office, our warehouse, all the properties are on lease. Written, all the properties are on lease. So the question can be on lease accounting. We have opened another shop on the basis of lease. These are the details. How it will be accounted for. Whether we can record this as an asset in the financial. How it will be accounted for. Or maybe there is a lease already there. That lease is getting over. How can we de-recognize the assets? How it can be removed from the books? That lease accounting. Maybe we need of funds. Some of the, say, warehouse we are selling. We are the owner of the warehouse and we are taking back on lease. How it will affect in the accounting? How it will affect the debt equity ratio of the company? That way. Generally, they have all cash sales. Generally. But still they have given receivables. How can, like in my organization, there is no sundry debtors. We receive the fees in advance only. There is no credit sale. So I mean to say that in my balance sheet, there is no receivable. In their case, how the receivables are there? Karthik, you have gone through with the pre-scene. Can you give logic? Why they have receivables in the balance sheet?
Sir, due to credit sales.
Whom?
From the manufacturer, we are taking goods right.
Then to liability will come, na?
Yeah.
Receivable, I am saying. To whom? माने आप दुकान में टॉय खरीदने जाओगे, आप दुकान में जाकर बोलोगे कि मेरी बच्ची के लिए टॉय चाहिए लेकिन पैसे मैं कल दूंगा. कोई दे रहा है? बोल दो मेरे भाई.
Sir, maybe they are having partnership with schools.
That is the case only. There are some educational institute या जहां पर those who are not having proper body, those types of kids are playing there, वहां अलग जगह है, वहां पर वो लोग सप्लाई करते हैं. Maybe they are selling some toys on credit terms. Maybe नहीं, माने एक्चुअली वही है. इट इज नॉट मे बी. Not expend. When you expend, then the credit sale will come. We are saying that in their balance sheet already receivables are there. So when they have retail sales, then how come the receivables are there? So that is the only case in schools and in infant school, somewhere like every child nowadays starts infant school first. Then they go to the normal school. In the infant school, they are playing only. They are not doing a study. They are playing actually. सो वहां पर जो खेलने के लिए टॉयज वगैरह चाहिए होता है, इट इज इन बल्क क्वांटिटी, सो मेनी स्टूडेंट माने चिल्ड्रंस आर देयर, तो वहां पर वी आर सप्लाइंग ऑन क्रेडिट 1 month 2 months समथिंग लाइक दैट, बिकॉज रिसीवेबल्स इज वेरी वेरी लेस, वेरी स्मॉल अमाउंट, दैट इज नॉट अ बिग अमाउंट. सो दैट टाइप ऑफ सेल दे आर डूइंग, फॉर दैट रीजन दे हैव रिसीवेबल. आई मीन टू से दैट suppose we entered into a contract with a school to sell the toys. We sold this much. The balance is to be sold in coming months. How it should be recorded as a revenue? Whether it should be recognized as a revenue or not. Revenue recognition. Maybe we are saying that there are many toys where we are using the action, like I said in the yesterday class only, कि भाई शाहरुख खान, what is that? What I patents. That is I am saying patent license they have acquired, and those licenses they are paying fees. So that is an intangible assets. How that will be accounted for relating to that patents or any license? How it will be amortized? How it will be de-recognized from the books? How it will be removed from the books? Any scenario can be given, and then they will be asking question based on that. Group accounts I have not taught, but group accounts is very famous in the case study that for growth of our business, we are taking over another organization. We are buying their shares, 80%, 100%. Working capital funds required, turnover also affected if receivable increases. ठीक है, अभी एक बार मैं आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट F2 areas, कि how do F2 areas will be correlated with the case study. There are endless ways by which they can correlate. But whenever the F2 area comes, technical knowledge is a must. If you don't have technicality, you will not be able to build up the write-up. आप write-up build नहीं कर पाओगे. तो in that case, your answer is very bad. And out of 4 questions, 1 question will be on that area. और एक गड़बड़, the problem will be there in passing the exam. So इतना प्यार से हम लोग मॉर्निंग में ट्यूसडे फ्राइडे पढ़ते हैं. It is advisable everybody get up in the morning, do the classes live. If you are not doing live, then do at least regular recordings. तो भाई कुछ तो करना होएगा ना. आप सारा चीज छुट्टी लेकर 5 दिन पढ़ोगे, not possible. Then don't give exam, and not possible to give exam in February also. You need to regularly study. Regularly we eat, regularly we sleep, so regularly we need to study. This is no excuse that मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, ये है वो नहीं चलेगा. पास होना है, एग्जाम देना है, you need to study. Now some correlations from P2. We want to acquire another company. For acquiring another company, we require funds. पैसे चाहिए, we require money. How we can raise money? That is cost of capital. That is also in F2. That whether we should be going for debt, whether we should be going for equity. For this project, what will be the weighted average cost of capital? That is F2 area only, slightly financial area. But then in this project, this is going to be the cash flows, this is going to be the investment, whether we should be doing this project or not, what are the non-financial factors we should consider. This project NPV positive, payback period is this, ROI, IRR is this, but different factors, some way it is acceptable, some way it is not acceptable, whether we should be doing the project. Or in capital budgeting, we have so many types of, what do you say, furniture, fixture, assets in all our warehouse and in our 120 shops. They regularly require replacement. What should be the replacement cycle? Equivalent annual cost calculation. Not that they will be asking calculate in exam, they will do the calculation. But what should be the replacement cycle for our different assets? What is the concept of replacement under the, what do you say, in your P2 area? That is, you can see some of the financial angle. Then we go in P2 area. We are pricing as a follower to others. When the others are selling the goods, then the price that they are charging, we want to charge lesser than that. We are the follower. Why we are the follower? Can we apply different pricing strategy? Can we become the price maker in place of price acceptor? Can we apply target costing? Can we apply cost plus pricing strategy? What can be the best pricing strategy for the company? If we see that our different departments, divisions, all the shops, we are saying that they are the profit center. So when they are the profit center, is it proper to evaluate them based on profit? Because most of the expenditures in shops are controlled by head office. So is the performance measures proper? For a better performance measures in our organization at shop level, at total organization level, should we apply another technique? The KPI. What are the key performance indicators for different departments for the entire business in which we should perform well? Can we apply balance scorecard? That is financial, non-financial angle both. What is the risk in the project? If we are doing any project, the risk involved, how can we manage the risk in our business? Because in your P2, the last chapter is risk. Management of risk in the company is proper or not? Where the risk is there, how we are managing, what we should be doing that to manage that risk. That is different P2 areas. There is no limit. Then E2. E2 ke andar, if we are going to take over somebody, if we have fight with somebody from a customer or somewhere, application of ethics, application of negotiation, application of leadership, application of management. Then in E2, we can say, when we want to get the knowledge about our customers, then can we apply big data? What is big data? How can it be applied in the organization? Then we can see that mixing E2, P2, F2. There is a case given in the exam. Suppose that this company, that is HP, want to launch a new type of toy, which will be an action figure toy. And for the action figure, we are taking some license and all that somebody. That license we can use only, others cannot use. But that action toy will be manufactured by the manufacturer, with whom we are contracting. And it will be manufactured in this much time, then it will be sold in this much time and all that. Like this scenario they have developed. Now all the 4 questions, 45 minutes are belonging to that scenario only. उसी से लेकर सारा उन्होंने बनाया है. एक जगह उन्होंने ज्यादा फोकस कर दिया से on P2. That we are going to take over, this will be the investment, this will be the return, whether we should be doing that or not. दूसरा क्वेश्चन उन्होंने बना दिया 45 minutes का FR फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग से रिलेटेड. We are taking over, we are taking माने intangible assets, how we will account for. तीसरा क्वेश्चन उन्होंने बना लिया कि this toys maybe has a problem, that this toy can be creating accident, can be problem or something. If it happens, how we are going to manage. ethics से correlate कर दिया. मतलब एक ही स्टोरी को आगे लेते गए. Nowadays they are doing very much like this. Not that in every 4 different question, 4 different story, the theme is same, but that same thing is correlated in all the 4 questions. चारों जगह correlate किया गया, चारों जगह. उसमें से एक ही area, only one area is there, which we can see that financial accounting F2, जहां थोड़ा सा technical knowledge ज्यादा चाहिए, थोड़ा. But और सारे जगह बस practicality चाहिए. You require that practicality. If you bring that practicality, you will be able to score good marks. How you will be able to prove that you have that practical bent? You can do that. You can solve that only by practice, only by writing, only by submitting the answers, so that I can see, I will help you, I will guide you that आप गलत सोच रहे हैं, सोचिए दिस इज नॉट लॉजिकल, यू शुड हैव बी राइटिंग लाइक दिस, यू वर राइटिंग नॉट. जब आप मेरे को प्लेग्राउंड नहीं देंगे, हाउ आई विल हेल्प यू? नासिर, यू आस्क सम क्वेश्चंस, आई विल बी गोइंग देयर, डोंट वरी. पहले एक बार मेरे को जितना खत्म करना है बोलना है, लेट मी से दैट. ओके, नाउ इन माई नोट्स I have given some ratio calculation, they are not enough. When in the exam you will be there, you will be getting the entire pre-seen material in a tab. You click that tab, you will be getting the pre-seen material. आप वो टैब को क्लिक करेंगे तो pre-seen material आपको मिल जाएगा. यानी कि actually we don't need to remember, but I personally feel that when this is given to me 40-45 days before exam, तो मेरे को रेवेन्यू भी खोल के देखना पड़े. इफ आई वांट टू राइट समथिंग, दैट मीन्स आई एम नॉट प्रॉपरली प्रिपेयर्ड. सो व्हेन यू रीड, डोंट ट्राई टू मग अप, बट आप ध्यान से व्हेन कॉन्सेंट्रेट करके व्हेन यू रीड 2-3 times, you will be able to remember the figures and calculate some other ratios which I have not done. I will be sharing some extra calculations also, but still you do all other calculations also on the basis of figures. The calculation we need to remember in exam, and we will be using those calculations, the ratio, the percentages straight away. There are 2 reasons for this. First of all, as far as exam, this is given to you 40-45 days before exam. The second reason is that you are already the finance manager. You don't think it is an exam. You need to go into the shoes of the finance manager. जब आप finance manager है तो आपको figure मालूम नहीं है क्या? You are working in the company as a finance manager, you don't know the figures. So you don't have to explain to your colleagues or anybody कि भाई मैंने ऐसे निकाला है. You do ready with your calculations. Write those calculations, figures, percentages, wherever you want to give logic for your saying. यानी कि पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है. तो suppose revenue figure is 850 to 906. This is December 2020 and December 21. You understand that we are standing in November 2022. And the exam given in November, that means 11 months are over. So in the exam, they will be asking in these 11 months what happened. The scenarios are like that only. But for 2022 December, the financials are not ready because that period is not yet over. So revenue, last year and last to last year, 850 to 906. Cost of revenue, 603 to 635. Gross profit, 247 to 271. Administration, 8.4 to 8.6. Selling and advertising, 136 to 139. Operating profit, finance cost, 20 to 21. Profit before tax, and the tax is more because income is more, profit after tax. If I will say that the company's gross profit has gone up from 247 to 271, the question is, it is good or bad? And the question is, if it is good, why? If it is bad, why? What can we say about this? I am asking all of you, anybody. The gross profit as compared to last year to current year is more than last year. So it is good or bad? If it is good, why? If it is bad, why?
Yes, sir, it's good, sir. It's good.
Why?
We can see that maybe the price of the toys has been increased. So
How can you say that maybe? Why you want to say maybe?
Sir, because we cannot say that more quantity has been sold or not as per the information that is available.
But if more quantity is sold, then don't you think so that cost of revenue will also be increasing?
Yes, sir. Here as we can see, it has increased.
नहीं तो we need to then check ना कि how much percentage the revenue gone up and how much percentage the cost of revenue gone up.
Yes.
So 850 to 906, which is around 56 by 850. How much percentage it is coming?